What's going on, everybody? Vince Goodrum here. It is Wednesday evening. The reason why I'm making this video is the Great One has a couple of concerns. Now, of course, I'm a big wrestling fan, once was in the wrestling industry for a very, very, very short period of time, mind you. And lately, I've been watching AEW. Very exciting show. I think their material is a lot better than the WWE. Uh, Excellent production. But one thing that concerns me is all of these blade jobs, that's been occurring. And some of them have been shown just live right on TV. They've not been, some of the wrestlers have not been careful with it. Now, what's a blade job, folks? Basically speaking, is when you purposely cut yourself to spill blood out. Most common method is you take a razor blade, you cut it in half into a little tiny blade there, just cut it in half. You take a piece of tape and you wrap it around your thumb and put the blade in there. And when it's time to do the blade job, when you're time to juice a little bit, you just right around here, because in the head there, that's where where most of your blood vessels are. So if you hit one of those, you're gonna spill a little bit of blood, basically. Now, I'm not a big fan of blade jobs or bleeding or anything like that. And it's to be expected, but AEW is doing way too many blade jobs. You know what I'm saying? Way too many. And not only that, it's happening with too many multiple people. So here's the thing: when you do a blade job or so forth, the last thing you want to do is get all your blood just spilling everywhere on other wrestlers there too much, because it can get into an open wound for another wrestler, and you can end up with getting things like hepatitis, for example. Not only that, if you continue to do blade jobs, you're going to end up with horrible scars that are not going to heal. Just take a look at Abdullah the Butcher, for example, or the head of Ric Flair, uh, so it causes some serious scarring, and it looks even worse as time goes by. The biggest thing is that doing a blade job doesn't make a show any better whatsoever. Uh, you don't need to do a blade job or curse or anything like that to have a great wrestling show. I mean, if you can just simply ask someone like George South, And one thing I like about George South is he can draw a lot of heat, and he didn't have to say any curse words. He didn't have to use any profanity or anything like that. That's an example of great technical wrestling. If you're a mat technician and you know how to get down, you don't need all that stuff. You don't need the monkey flips and the moonsaults and all this other crazy stuff here. You just need to have a good mouth, be able to talk up the mic, and either draw heat, uh, from the crowd, whether good or bad. There's no such thing as bad heat. It's just heat. Just keeping the real tone like it is. So AEW needs to get back to, genuine professional wrestling. And cut out all these blade jobs. I mean, it's to be expected, but it seems as though every single show that they have is just a giant blade job. And eventually, the audience is going to be so in tune with it is that they're going to be used to seeing it, and once they finally cut it out and they don't see a blade job, they're going to be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Like I said before, blade jobs don't really make the show more entertaining there. It makes it more dramatic naturally when you see someone's blood squishing out of their head, but it doesn't make the mat better. So for AEW, maybe you should consult with someone like George South there. He might teach you a thing or two about running a wrestling production. But cut out these in any event, even if you don't consult with George South. Clean up your act there. No more of these blade jobs here. Ugh. That's all I got to say today, people. Like and subscribe to the Vince Goodrum channel. Click the link below. Help out the algorithm. You guys take care. Have a good night.